Hi, I'm Lindsay Reiser. Thanks for joining CBS News 24/7 on this Friday. It is just about 3 o'clock on the East Coast, noon on the West Coast. And for the first time since learning they would be in space until February, we are hearing directly from these two astronauts who have been in space since June. So you may remember Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore were originally supposed to be in space for just 8 days. They went on the Boeing Starliner, but they've been at the International Space Station since then due to technical difficulties. That Starliner coming back to Earth safely and successfully without them. For more, we are joined by CBS News senior national correspondent Mark Strassmann. So, Mark, they are instead going to hitch a ride home with SpaceX, and you asked them about that today.
Yeah, pretty unusual interview opportunity, right, Lindsay? I mean, I'm sitting here in Atlanta, as it turns out, and they're orbiting above me 260 miles above Earth. And so they had their first briefing since Starliner left without them, and they are now, of course, going to stay on the International Space Station. And so there are lots of questions about, you know, what do they think about the decision? Were they disappointed in anything that that Boeing did as it relates to Starliner? And they said absolutely not, and that if they had had more time, they believed they could have tested Starliner and worked it out so that they could have returned on Starliner. But that's not how it worked out. Anyway, here's a piece of the interview that when I was talking to them about their stay on the station.
Sonny, I have one for you and then one for Butch. But Sonny, slight variation on you trained for a round trip on Starliner, and that's not how it worked out. So how do you feel about coming home on SpaceX?
We're excited to fly in 2 different spacecraft. I mean, we're testers. That's what we do. You know, we look at different aircraft, spacecraft, whatever, evaluate it, and that's a pretty unique opportunity. I think, like you know, this was not the very first option. We wanted to take Starliner to the completion and land it back on land at home. But, you know, you have to turn the page and look at the next opportunity and, you know, do good for the agency and the country. And we'll come back with some evaluations of both spacecraft. And I think we're pretty fortunate for that.
I mean, what's unsaid is that these are test pilots. This was a test flight. They were hoping, of course, to go up with Starliner and then complete the mission and come down with Starliner, but that's not how it worked out. And so now they've had to adjust, and adjust is what they say they've already done, and are looking forward now to the next 5-6 months on the International Space Station as a regular working member of the crew. So, Lindsay, you know, they went up for 8 days. They're going to stay for more than 8 months, and they won't be home until February.
But talk about adjusting. I mean, they are both, they appear at least, just so easygoing about it. I mean, Butch even joking that he doesn't feel any aches and pains in space. We know that they're away from family. This is quite a sacrifice. They're in microgravity. Their bodies are experiencing, you know, the effects of that as well. But what I thought was really interesting, something that Sunny said, and we often hear it from people who go to space and return, especially when these civilian flights have been picking up, and we've been hearing from a lot more of these civilian travelers, and that is that this has really changed her perspective. You know, seeing Earth, how beautiful our marble is from far away. I mean, did that also strike you?
Yeah, there's almost every astronaut, Lindsay, will talk about that. I mean, the view from the cupola, the window looks down on Earth, how fragile the planet looks, how thin the atmosphere looks, and how they look at the planet in a very, very different and grateful way. And so, yes, it is striking, no question about it, but not only the observation itself, but how often you hear it from astronauts. And we've seen photos of what that view looks like, but it must be something entirely different when you get the chance to look through that window and say, oh my gosh, can you believe what I'm seeing right now?
Yeah, Sunny even saying she doesn't know how we can all not just get along. I mean, it's so simple. But I also want to ask you, what is next for Starliner? It landed safely in New Mexico. What happens next for that part of the mission?
Well, the capsule itself will go through more testing to try to figure out, okay, what did not go as well as Boeing had hoped here. And then the big question is the future of the Starliner program itself. I mean, Boeing is almost $2 billion in debt and years behind schedule on this part of the this part of the program. And so it's an open question. I mean, NASA wants to have both Boeing and SpaceX as their space taxis to the International Space Station. Think of them as a space Uber and a space Lyft. And they clearly want Boeing to hang in there. The question is, what's going to happen now with Starliner? And so far, we haven't had that answer from Boeing.
Okay, well, what an incredible chance to get to speak to those two. Mark Strassmann, thank you.